guys, welcome back to our new problem. So we are coming back with our new problem of Amazon in this lecture of programming problem breaker. So in this problem, this is a problem of level medium. So it is a type of interview question which was asked in Amazon interview. So in problem statement it is written that write a query that will identify returning active user. So this is our main problem. We have to work on it. And after that is it, a returning active user is a user that has made a second purchase within 7 days of any other purchases. So we can say we have to find the number of active users which have made second purchase within 7 days. That will be our answer. First, let me show you the data. So data you can see we have this table of Amazon transaction which I have already created and maintained it. So in this table we have some user IDs and their transactions or purchases. We can see the purchase of, if I don't order it by user ID, so you can see first purchase ID has user 109 which has purchased this, has by purchased milk at this time. The time is this 03032020, and after purchasing it we can see the revenue in that also. So after purchasing it we have to check if the number of 109 has again purchased any item. So we can see there is no 109. So after we get the data we can see the number of 122 which is of banana. We use 122 user ID which has purchased banana on 0703 has again purchased the bread on 0603. So this is a returning active user because it has purchased one thing again, one thing after one another. So we can check the difference in these dates. 06 or 07 month is same, year is same. 06 or 07, it is a less, it is a minimum of 1 day gap. So we can see it is a returning active user because it has purchased the second time in less than 7 days, because difference of days in the created at stamp is 1. So now I can show you how we can break this problem. So if we order the table by user ID, so we can get the all users or the number of purchases in order of a particular user. So you can see order by user ID. So you can see we have user ID in series. We have 1222 times, 139 two times, and 14 no 122 129 139 and 128 three times. These three users have purchased more than one time, or they can be active user. These are our main points. So we can see we have these three users. So after filtering these data to this, we have to check their dates of 4 days. It's like we have to compare both dates to have a minimum difference of 7. So first let me show you how we convert these data to this. Means we can just find out the number of users which have made purchase one and again. So we can see we can just self join this table. Join Amazon transactions be on a dot user id is equal to b dot user ID. So I'm showing you this because it self join this. If I self join this, then this table will join itself again on the condition of the user ID. So if we have the two user IDs, and then if we self join the table, so these two user IDs will be already present in the second table. So from one user ID it will make two records. So from two user IDs it will make four records. So if we self join this, then we will have more records than the 20 records. So we can, if I hit the enter, so you can see we have a number of rows returned. So we can see we have this query status, rows sent to clients is 26. So it has set us 26 rows and total examined is 40. So we can see we have 122 bread banana with 122 bread banana here, and we have also 122 bread banana with 122 bread here. It means it has compared one single user to another two times because check for checking of the date. So we can say if we have to, now we have the series, now we have the users in series, so we can check for the, so let me sort it this time. Now we can check for the timestamp. We have to check the first timestamp. First table timestamp should be less than to second table timestamp. So we can just write and a dot created at should be less than b dot created at. So it will return us only those records which have, in which a table have minimum time date or less time date than second. So if we hit the enter, we get these three records because these are the only records which are which have made purchases more than one time, because we have made the self join, and after purchase we have just compared the dates. So we have dates for the both tables. So for checking the returning active user, we have to put out a condition mode which is of less than 7 days. So we can see and timestamp diff. So timestamp diff is a timestamp or date function which check the 2 days, and we can just check the difference between these days, time, seconds, minutes, hours, months, and we can say in years also. So if I enter the both two records and enter the day, so now it will check the difference between both 2 days for the day. And if I put out a condition of less than equal to 7 days, so then it will check only for the those data set which have time difference of less than 7 days. So if I hit the enter, so now I've got the result of 122 user ID, which is our returning active user. So these user ID have made purchase within 7 days of period again. So we have to just return the user ID only. So we can say return a dot user ID. So now these are our answer by using the self join method. So we can say by using self join approach. So now we'll solve the problem by using the second approach. So in second approach we will use the window function. So first let me show you the table. Transactions. So you can see in table there are records and the purchase states of particular user IDs. So now we'll use a window function for compare the dates of the transactions. So if there are a user has multiple purchases, so we will compare their dates in arranging order. So we can say it is lead created at over partition by user ID and order by created at. If I hit the enter, so there is an error, so it's okay. So I have just get the function along with the from, so that's a syntax error. So you can say for ROM. So now you can see as we can aliasing as net purchase date. So now you can see the user IDs is in the order because we have put the command, and the window function is applied on the groups. So you can see we have partitioned by user ID, so it will apply only where there is a number of users more than one, data of more than one row. Because if there is a one user ID with one row, it will act as null because it will not take the data from the another row. So now we have the dates of the next purchases. So now we can compare both purchases to get the which user has purchased within the 7 days. So now we can aliasing as t. So there is an error. So error just said that from Amazon transaction. So now you can see we have aliasing the table. Now we can write the query for just let me first just get these in order. These from Amazon transactions st. So now we can just put out the condition where time stamp difference between the created at and next purchase must be less than equal to 7, where so you can see if I hit the enter, now we have got the results where which user is come which has ordered their purchase within 7 days. So that's as our active returning user. So we can just take the user ID. So that's our answer. So guys, that's how we solve this problem by using the window function approach. That's all guys. Bye bye.